Deciding on the healthiest cooking oil to use in your dish isn't always quite as simple as it seems, because you've actually got a good number of options. Despite the ubiquity of ever-popular olive oil, there are plenty of other nutrient-rich cooking oils that deserve a spot in your pantry. While most cooking oils have pretty similar nutritional profiles in terms of calorie and total fat content, they do differ considerably when it comes to flavor, odor, and cooking properties. So the best healthy cooking oil for the job really depends on what it is you're making. Whether you're baking, frying, or whisking up a vinaigrette, there's a cooking oil that has exactly what you need. Watch this video for more on what it means for an oil to be considered healthy, how to choose an oil for whatever you're making, and a list of our favorites. The single most important factor when choosing which healthy cooking oil to use is its smoke point. When oil gets so hot it starts smoking, it starts to taste burnt or bitter. What's more, heating an oil past its unique smoke point can damage or degrade the molecular structure of fatty acids and produce potentially harmful free radicals. The more refined an oil is from its natural state, or virgin, an oil is, the higher its smoke point is, and the hotter it can get without degrading. Meanwhile, more virgin or unrefined oils may have more flavor, but they're more volatile and less able to handle the heat. Canola oil sometimes gets a bad rap because it is associated with fried food, but that's not exactly justified. Canola oil's high smoke point of 400 degrees Fahrenheit and neutral flavor indeed makes it an excellent vehicle for frying, but it can also be used for roasting, frying, and baking. Because it has a neutral taste that doesn't do much for your food in the flavor department, cooks don't usually recommend using it for sautéing. Cold-pressed and positively packed with heart-healthy monounsaturated fats, a quality bottle can truly take you on a taste bud adventure. There's just one catch with extra virgin olive oil versus regular olive oil. It has a relatively low smoke point, 325 to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Cooking a good devo at high temperatures can mess with both its flavor and nutrition, so save your fancy bottle for drizzling and finishing dishes. If you like to fry things in olive oil, you want to use more refined things instead of pure olive oil, called pure olive oil, refined olive oil, or light olive oil. It has a smoke point of 465 degrees Fahrenheit, which tolerates this heat well. Unfortunately, some of its flavors have filtered out, but that is a trade-off to be able to use it in hard cooking. Avocado oil is the new kid on the block for many home cooks in the US. It is packed with heart-healthy monounsaturated fats almost as much as olive oil and has a high smoke point of 375 to 400 degrees Fahrenheit and a neutral flavor. It's a bit more expensive than those more processed oils like canola and vegetable, but if you want that high smoke point and don't mind the splurge, then this is a great alternative. Vegetable oil is kind of a sister to canola oil. In fact, it's often made from a blend of various plant-derived oils. Like soybean and canola, it's also versatile, chemically processed, neutrally flavored, affordable, and has a similarly high smoke point of 400 to 450 degrees Fahrenheit. Again, these characteristics make it good for high-heat cooking. Safflower oil is a less popular but all-around awesome oil. It's very high in monounsaturated fats and low in saturated fat and has a neutral flavor and high smoke point. In fact, at 510 degrees Fahrenheit, it has the highest smoke point of all the oils listed. Safflower oil is sold both chemically processed and cold pressed like olive oil, and either version you opt for will have that same high smoke point. Peanut oil is one of the more flavorful oils out there, with a nice nutty scent and taste. Sesame recommends adding it to peanut butter cookies or using it in stir-fries. It also has a high smoke point of 450 degrees Fahrenheit, so you can even use it to fry foods like tempura. Much like vegetable and canola oil, it's also chemically processed and low in saturated fat. A little sesame oil can go a long way. Sesame oil adds so much to a dish, so you don't need to use a lot. Tea is commonly called for in Chinese and Japanese cooking. And it's a great alternative to peanut oil if you have a peanut allergy or just aren't fond of that peanut flavor. And like extra virgin olive oil, it's cold pressed rather than chemically processed. So while it may not have the highest smoke point ever 350 to 410 degrees Fahrenheit, it's a good flavorful and unrefined option if that's what you're looking for. This oil has a couple of interesting characteristics. It's high in omega-3 fatty acids, so you may want to look into using it more often. That said, this one is not for cooking because it's incredibly sensitive to heat and oxidizes quickly. Instead, use it in salad dressings and drizzle it over dips like hummus. Buy small bottles so you can use them up quickly, and be extra sure to store them in a cool, dark place. Some people think coconut oil is the healthiest oil ever, but it may not quite be the miracle cream it's advertised as. And a lot of people consider it kind of a miracle worker for skin and hair. Despite its health halo and popularity, it is lower in healthy unsaturated fats than all the other oils on this list and can be both more expensive and harder to find. Coconut oil can absolutely be part of a healthy diet. But you're probably better off relying more often on other oils with demonstrated health benefits. If you do want to use coconut oil for methods like sautéing or roasting, know that it has a relatively low smoke point of 350 degrees Fahrenheit.